the couple of people that we were at the table with had no idea what a real estate brokerage was or what a real estate broker was. I think they just thought everybody's an agent and every brokerage is the same. So I want to talk to you today a little bit about what a brokerage's role is for you as a client, and also what a brokerage's role is for the agents. A couple of examples that we'll talk about is the protection role. So a real estate brokerage is not only going to be the place where all of the licenses and the insurances have to be held, but also where there's legal compliance and there's standard operating procedures. That has been one of the biggest things that we've been working on over the past year or so at our brokerage, is making sure that our playbooks are correct, our checklists, our workflows, our transaction coordinators, our individual agents, so that we can provide the most consistent structure and the consistent service to the end user. So that's one of the responsibilities of a real estate brokerage. The biggest insurances that we have to have are called errors and omissions insurances. So that's pretty important because it's very easy to make a mistake. There are probably about 400 or so pages of documents that are signed and delivered and transferred between different parties throughout the real estate sales process. Sometimes even more than that, depending on how many people are involved. But it also helps us if we have a very responsible brokerage, using our brokerage as a smaller brokerage. For example, we can provide technology solutions for the agents, and we can move quickly when the market shifts. Right now, we are seeing in San Diego County that a lot of condos are kind of sitting on the market. Well, we can move very quickly with strategy and planning for those kind of events, whereas some of the larger brokerages takes them a little bit longer to roll out their policies when there are situations and rules that are changing. The brokerage's responsibility is to provide technology for the agents, but also to make sure that the legal compliance is there and that the standard operating procedures are there. So this moves forward even more in blending the core purpose of a brokerage in general. So our core purpose is to make sure that we are committed to the equal housing rights and providing our local communities with support. One of the big things we like to do once a year with our agents as well as the brokerage is we want to make sure that we're educating our agents on the new real estate laws that take place. In the past 2 or 3 months, they've kind of solidified those for the 2026 years, and we've already started reviewing those as well. And then finally, one of the things that we want to talk about is what can big brokerages do for you versus what a boutique brokerage can do for you. So a lot of times with a bigger brokerage, you're not going to get a whole lot of nimble activity. They're not going to move quickly. They're going to have a corporate structure where you're never going to be able to get a broker on the phone. The agents can rarely ever get a broker on the phone. They're going to get an office manager or, a house manager for the individual office that they're working on. The brokers really don't start handling any of the activities until it gets high end and it's legal. But here at JAG Real Estate with our boutique brokerage, not only do you get agents that are working daily with a broker, you also get direct access to a broker, and we can help you come up with solutions, whereas others may just push you off to the next title, to the next escrow, to the next attorney. We're going to walk you through it, and we're going to help you find the solution that's the best for you so that you get that personalized experience and that you get the best customer service. So national volume is one thing that you'll see. It's a numbers game for these larger brokerages. That does not actually turn out to be something excellent for the end user, which is you as a buyer or seller. Like, who cares about how many houses someone sold in the past year if they sold 200? One agent showing up saying that they sold 200 houses does not feel like it's a good customer service experience to me. It sounds like it's all about numbers, and that's how the bigger brokerages work as well. And then you also have local expertise when you work with a boutique brokerage. So we're going to know a little bit more about individual neighborhoods, how things are taking place in the market where you are at this time. And then you also get individuality over uniformity. So our agents themselves here at JAG, not only do they have, extra certificates as certified buyer's agents and veterans brokers to work with VA loans and those types of things. We also have an architectural designer. We have a divorce specialist. We have a trauma coach. Because some of these events that take place when you're spending this amount of money, you do go through some pretty emotional parts of the process here. So we just wanted to give you a little update on what a brokerage is, and at JAG, what our mission statement is. We just want to be able to share the story behind the name, of our brokerage and why we came up with JAG Real Estate. The JAG is the Judge Advocate General in the military, and they're the protector. And our brokerage wants to be the protector for our clients, not only for your data and what you're trying to do with your finances, but also for you to understand that we have your back all the way through, where the brand is actually integrated into every aspect of the client's life. So you can call us when you're looking for somebody. If you're looking for a moving company, you can call us when you're looking for an electrician or a plumber. We can guarantee you different price points and different availability for different strategies for, working on removing a wall in your kitchen and those types of things. And we empower the agents. One of the biggest strategic visions that I have from working with Goldman Sachs and working on the brokerage over the years is we want to be able to have each one of our agents here learning about the process, being extremely hands-on, and then helping them to grow their own version of JAG in other locations throughout California. So for instance, if we wanted to open a South Park location, everything that's been created here for the brokerage is going to be just easy to box up and take forward to the next location so that we can serve more areas and more communities with storefronts. So hope you enjoyed our quick little update on what a brokerage is.